Why did you choose two old school Mercs to come to the party with?
Look, I always wanted to be different. For those who know me, I always knew that I always drove things differently.
Fair enough.
It's 1 in a million, as you can see. I put the rims, XSRs is the most common rims in Mozambique.
I started off with the S13 Sylvia. Then I went and I saw a couple of S15s that were brought into the country. But the right time, the right place, I ended up with one.
The wheel I imported and I had to customize it.
And drop that money. Welcome back to the second drop of covering the massive epic event that is otherwise known as German versus Jap right here on the home grounds of Nasrec. Now, one of the great things about South African car shows like German Vs Jap is it gives and creates a massive platform for customizing shops to showcase their products. And Candy Shop didn't just bring one, but decided to bring two epic old school Mercs to the party. Why did you choose two old school Mercs to come to the party with?
Look, I always wanted to be different. For those who know me, I always knew that I always drove things differently.
Fair enough.
Look, there's not much, like you say, there's not much of Benzes on the scene.
Nah.
So with it being a left-hand drive, I had to do something special with it because it is special in South Africa.
When you decide to overtake, you know when you're driving down to Kimberley, Easter weekend,
Yeah, there's a funny
you want
part,
to overtake, yeah, no.
Overtaking, I have to
Yeah.
I have to go and then
Try and see what's happening on the other side and then drive. Yeah, lefties are an adventure by themselves. Tell us about the wheel and suspension setup.
So it's running LX, double bellows all round,
Okay,
full
cool.
LX system actually. Wheel choice, as you know, 124s overseas, famous with the OZs. The 5-star wheel is just proper on an old school Merc. So obviously, okay, funds is not enough to obviously purchase original
Sure.
set. So we went with the reps. It does the job with high polish dishes, obviously to give you that patina, but you can have an original rum, but if you don't look right on a car, it's useless.
For sure, right?
It's useless, yeah.
I must say the clearance you got on your tuck is down to the millimeter, yeah?
Yeah. It's touching that arch properly.
Before I get to the boot setup, my man, I have no idea where you got this little prestige panel from because they are like platinum to find.
Yeah. So that I actually bought from another guy, another old Madala actually in Soweto. I messaged him, he gave me a call back, he says, look Wasim, I have one, slightly chipped. I said, say no more, I want it. Whether it's chipped or broken, I will make a plan, but I want it on.
They're so scarce to come by, bro.
It's very scarce, yeah, very scarce.
You all ready? Let me show you what the Candy Shop specializes in. That's PG rated, just letting you know. So tell us a little bit about the setup, man.
So we didn't want to go obviously big sound being an old car, so we kept it nice and simple. Obviously being an old car, we need our toolkit on the corner there, jack on the side.
You need all the tools you can get.
Definitely, yeah. And then we went with a nice simple hardline setup there, single tank, single comp. Yeah, try to keep it as simple as possible. Obviously being an old car, we didn't want to do too much on it. You know, the less the more. And then we went obviously with no sub in the boot, we went with a sub on the backboard, obviously just to give us that little, you know. So this wagon I purchased about 5-6 years ago. It was initially supposed to be a family car, but now being in the custom industry, you know, nothing stays stock. This is my daily. I drive this car every single day. And I've been working on the car myself. During the day, it's customers' cars, evenings is my car. I never make it to gas, but I had to prep it properly for German Vs Jap, yeah.
So I see a lot of sparkle in the paint. You've obviously redone the paint.
Yeah, we repainted the car, went with a subtle gold pearl as well as a tinsel. So the wheel itself, obviously the center, that's from Quentin.
Yeah.
He says, this is the wheel for your car, this is the wheel you put. And yeah, so he's like, okay, we need to widen it now. So
Of course you did.
he shaved offsets for the rear, obviously to get the maximum amount of dish out of it. And yeah, this was the outcome. So initially we had it the gray center, anthracite center. I wasn't really feeling it, so we went with a full polish this year, and it looks 10 times better.
Now let's move over to a very well executed interior. What I've noticed, and I only noticed it right now, is that you got an infinity sunroof, mirror vibe.
I went with the infinity mirror. I have a lot of
really epic, man.
yeah, that.
It's the first time I've seen something like this up on the roof.
Yeah, so we went with that. I have a friend that likes to, that likes stuff like that. So he really appreciates it on the times when he's on a vibe, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah, so we try to be different with that.
And of course, we get to the main stage.
Yeah, so previously I had a small setup. So initially it had 3 10s, and then now we went obviously with the 4 10s. Nothing major, it's built to look. It plays nice,
Yeah.
but it's built mostly to look nice. Obviously keep it simple. It is a Merc at the end of the day.
For sure.
Yeah, so we want to keep it simple and neat.
Candy Shop Customs, making it pop.
This is my daily car. It calls Toyota Pro Box. It's 1 in a million, as you can see. This is a Toyota Altezza, one of the freshest JDMs now.
Are they OG or they are the other one?
It was taken off a car that was brought in from Japan. Apparently they are the original ones.
Incorporated some infinity lights. I changed the whole top panel.
Moçambique, Maputo.
Yeah.
E aqui a gente temos meninos rapazes que fizeram a viagem aqui a Johannesburg to come to German Vs Jap. Bem-vindos, welcome. Hope you're having a good time. Did you guys come just for this event?
Yes, just to enjoy the event.
And how?
Something, get some new experience on the event.
So one of the coolest things about Mozambique Maputo is they are able to import a lot of really cool vehicles from all over the world, especially Japan, otherwise known as Japan. So on a daily, when you're driving to your girlfriend's house, how many cool cars do you see from Japan in Mozambique?
We have got this side, it's Mark X,
Yes,
got Toyota Rat,
yes.
most used car in Mozambique. We have got Mazda Demio, Mazda Veriza, we have got GD6s also, BT50, a lot of cars.
What made you come to German Vs Jap? Did you just come for the good time or did you want to see the cars here in Joburg?
First thing, we came to join the South African guys.
Yes.
So guys, let's go and share our experience. Let's see what we do or what we can expose on our buildings. We are the guys doing the events now.
Okay, cool.
Calling Tuning Vibe.
Tuning Vibe,
It's
okay, cool.
our brand.
Nice.
So we're doing the events since last year. So we're trying to push all kind of cars, all the car guys, all the car enthusiasts. We need them all day. This is my daily car. It calls Toyota Pro Box. It's 1 in a million, as you can see. I've done here, I put the rims. XSRs is the most common rims in Mozambique. That's why I choose the XSRs. It's like it's like your Vuvuzelas on 2010.
Yeah, for soccer, we got you.
Everyone knows South African is a noise by a Vuvuzela. This is a Toyota Altezza, one of the freshest JDMs now, because the skylines, the
Yeah.
silvers are scarce.
And the price is just keeping going through the roof.
But even this is not so cheap anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Each year, then nice resprayed on that
Candy apple red, yeah?
Yeah, candy red. You can see the rims, work maces, resprays in diamond black.
Nice.
Air suspension on it, carbon
Nice.
details. We got in front of you.
Mark 1, there's this we know this
Yeah.
one well.
I don't have to talk. You can see
Custom interior,
custom interior, nice rims, trash tires,
coilover or air suspension?
coilovers.
Coilovers, okay. And the last one, this bad
The
boy right
last
here.
one is the most common car in Mozambique. We call it Mark X. It's another kind of version of Lexus IS250 on Toyota.
Nice.
Yeah, got A on it, work wheels. Yeah,
Like a little bit of VIP luxury just sprayed in white.
you can see.
Bem-vindo a todos, Mel. Thank you very much for traveling all the way from Mozambique. Maputo, obrigado. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what car shows do. They unite people across countries, cities, and cultures. This is how we hold it down. Every once in a while, I have befriended some really, really cool people like professional drift athletes by the name of Ernest Simpson. And when you're a pro drift athlete, you tend to collect drift cars inspired by DVD option DVDs back in 2000, and Ernest has been doing just that. Hence, he owns a very rare collectible JDM classic, which is, voila, the S15 Nissan Silvia.
I started off with the S13 Silvia.
Yes, you did.
Then I went and I saw a couple of S15s that were brought into the country, and one was promised to me, which never delivered. But the right time, the right place, I ended up with one.
So tell me a little bit about the SR20 motor and what specs did it come straight from factory with?
Well, it comes with an SR20 DE, and this year model, there were two of them, was a 148 and a 152 kilowatt SR20 motor. So I'm not sure which one this one is, but
Fair enough.
yeah, and it's still stock.
So let's move over to the very, very nice wheels that everybody wants on their JDMs. Are they OG or they are the other one?
It was taken off a car that was brought in from Japan, and yeah, apparently they are the original ones.
So how wide are they in the back? Because I see they're poking out here.
11.5J at the back,
Wow.
9.5J in the front.
Yeah, they're nice. They give it a little bit more of that drift
Yeah.
vibe. So stock SR20, normally aspirated.
I've got everything sitting in the cupboard in my garage next to the car,
In a box.
in a box,
Waiting.
boxes, and I just haven't had the heart to put it all on and do it.
It's a nice, normally aspirated ride. Rear wheel drive, what more can you ask for? So obviously you being a professional drift athlete, tell us a little bit about the state of drifting currently in our country.
What we're all trying to do is get the sport up, trying to get the younger people in. I'm busy with my daughter now, teaching her to drift. I'm sure if we can get the younger generation in and get them to start drifting, and there are cheaper options. We're all getting it right to get the cheaper cars in, turboing them, getting some power. You don't need too much power.
E36 Bob, cheap car. E36, 328 bolt-on turbo.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell us a little bit about obviously Drift Masters Championship, where it happens and how can people get hold of you?
Yeah, Drift Masters, most of them are being held at the Rock Raceway in
Okay.
Brakpan, and you guys can just look us up and come and have a look and see what the drifting's about. We've got a good couple of cars there.
If you had to build the cheapest value for money drift car, what chassis, what engine, what gearbox, and what would it be?
E36, 325 turbo, stockish motor, and that's it.
Just like that.
Perfect.
Ernest Simpson, thank you for your time. I'd like you to return my car back in my garage. Thank you. Hold on. Let me just brush your shoulders to a fart here, bro. There's a lot going on, and this interior is literally a work of art and creativity. Now, what would be any South African car show without the original VW MK1 City? The example behind me has been heavily customized and modified to suit the owner, Mario's personality. Mario, my man, you've been spending time, elbow grease, and creativity out on this VW Mark 1.
Yes, as you can see, Vic.
There's a lot going on here.
Yes.
First and foremost, I'm going to start with this badge right here. As you can see, it has the normal VW emblem, but it is not the stock one. Tell us a little bit where you procured that from.
I customized it and modified it. It's a Golf 8 badge.
Wow. And it sits really well and unique in between these fins.
Yes.
So it's not just stuck on, it's been like modified correctly.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the choice of the wheel and suspension setup.
I have normal coilovers jumps. The wheel I imported and I had to customize it
And drop that money.
according to my spec because originally it comes wide.
Yeah,
So I ordered the gold studs as well, as you can see.
nicely done.
It comes with normal silver studs,
You running coilovers or air?
coilovers.
Nice set of coilies. The most noticeable, obviously, add-on to the VW Mark 1 on the exterior is the rag top.
Yes.
So most of the Owens use a tilt and slide. Why did you choose to go with a fabric rag top?
Because it's unique. Not a lot of people have them.
It is unique, absolutely. When we get into the interior, hold on. Let me just brush your shoulders off out here, bro. There's a lot going on, and this interior is literally a work of art and creativity. Let's go on these door cards. I see you've incorporated some infinity lights.
Yes, I incorporated some infinity lights. I changed the whole door panel, as you can see.
You've got electric windows on all four, yeah? And what is the color of this brown that you chose to go with?
It's Arona 10 color.
Arona 10.
The BM.
You've also got personalized leather mats.
Yes.
You've done some leather work and custom covered this whole dashboard.
Yes, with the Alcantara.
I like the little armrest.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a sucker for armrest. I don't know why. Like when you're driving, when you're just cruising with like your girl and just having a nice Sunday session drive, it's always cool to, you know, have your armrest chilled.
So then I incorporated with the suede as well into the leather.
Very nice. I see you got a GTI.
GTI 7 steering as well. With custom cluster modification, few mods.
There's a lot going on, a lot of lighting out here. I really like this little back setup. Once again, it's got to do with creativity. So what made you go with the center console?
I just thought of something unique because everyone just put a console.
Got custom pillows, because you know you must be comfortable in the Golf 1 with coilovers. If you've ever driven in the Mark 1 with coilovers, some coilover setups you require some soft pillows to keep you comfy. Straight into the sound setup. Give us those low-down details.
You know, I'm running two 12-inch Venoms with a 13,000 watt monoblock.
Wow.
Yeah, not extravagant, but nice.
And this is what you named her, not the normal one?
Yes.
You know, if you're South African, you know, this here is culture right there. Yeah, man. Mario, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you. MK1s, it's a part of South African culture, heritage. Like everybody's had a MK1 in their life, has definitely driven in the Mark 1, and most definitely raced the Mark 1 at any traffic light. And these are just some of the cars that you can experience down here in this place we call South Africa. Some of the very best of that JDM style versus that precision German engineering, man. Next week, we're only going to bring you some more. Why? Because there's plenty to share. Father and daughter build. Don't you love those good wholesome stories?
My friends are not really car girls, they're like more into books and like fictional people.
Basically, it was bone stock 350 that I bought about a year ago. Coilovers, wheels, custom wheels. You'll never get a set of wheels like these ever again.
On one bar boost, you need to hold onto this car.
This one I bought for my wife on her birthday about 30 years back. At the moment, we toe-to-toe with the 7 GTI Can't Run Away.